Back wall of Michael's. Here we go.
Oh, my camera. We'll have to.
We're going live, and here's Becky right there.
Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. Good morning.
I have not put a notice of this anywhere. I should. Becky, can you put a notice out on Janet's? Oops, where'd Vicky go?
No, I'm trying to change my camera.
She's
Oh,
switching around.
Piddling around with this thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Becky.
Okay, so this
Hello,
is
chicas.
Chicas, yeah.
Hello, chicas.
Oh,
Oh,
my word.
all right.
trying to
I'm
be
going to change my
hydrated.
camera too.
my husband just brought breakfast.
Ooh, well, there you better change your camera so we don't get jealous of you eating right in front of us. Okay, settings. Is that what I need? Settings.
Yep.
Change
Settings.
my camera.
That
Camera.
looks better.
Camera. Allow it. There we go. All right.
Hey, Canada.
Hey, hey. Hi,
Oh,
Laura.
Canada in the house.
Yep.
She
Oh, we're
is.
going down. Okay. Oh, going down. To
Hi,
the table.
Laura.
Ooh.
And I can fuss around with my.
There we go. Okay, so I have an announcement.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Today is National Bubble Day, Bubble Wrap Day.
It is.
Yes, it is. And I could not help myself. I had to bring some on to pop it.
Oh,
Thank you, Becky.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
thanks, Becky. I appreciate that.
Oh, look at her. She's got her coffee stuff out. Oh.
of course I do, darling. I'm all about the coffee. Who is it who sings
So, what are
all
you
about
working?
that?
What are y'all working on today? Coffee cappuccino.
Heck if
That's
I know.
pretty.
Um,
I know. That's where I was this morning, but then I decided.
Cindy Utter sent me a book through Amazon that was nothing but coffee ephemera. So I cut the whole book apart, and this book is based on that stuff that was in the book that she sent to me. And plus, I put other stuff
Oh,
in here,
fun.
but a lot of it is ephemera from that coffee book. The
Well,
pages
that's cool.
they're very slick and shiny, and it's got all kinds of different coffee types of coffee on it. I love everything about this book except for one thing.
What's that?
It's not finished.
Oh.
If you can see my yellow, it's like these need to be done. And then I started looking at the back. I'm like, oh crap, the whole back of the book it needs to be done. I used coffee dye paper on it, and I tried to make everything strictly coffee. There's no other, there's no tea involved in here. Strictly coffee. You know what my favorite part of the book is? I hope you can hear this.
Oh, that's cool.
I love those stinking magnets. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about things that close with those little teeny magnets, but I am crazy about the magnets. So what are you guys doing?
Well, I need to get some cards out to some people. So I'm probably going to try to get a few of those done. And I don't know. I was playing with paper this morning thinking these were ATC size. They're not. They need to be cut down. Because I was thinking about maybe doing some of those. I don't know. Whatever the mood is, whatever strikes.
As long as you have a decision.
Yeah.
As long as you have a plan to have no plan, you're good.
That's me. That's me most days. I have no plan.
Oh, I get up with a plan every day. You know what that plan is? To not make a plan.
Okay.
Make a cup of coffee.
That's it. Coffee and potty and everything else just fades away. So
So I've got a plan.
Oh, look at you! Look at that.
Oh, she's got doodle, doodle, doodle,
Oh my gosh.
doodle.
Isn't that pretty?
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
doodle envy.
That's one of the it's called Flutch
Yes.
by Heidi K. And in December, hey Janice Johnson is here.
Yep.
And so in December I fell in love with this Flutch, and I determined that I would carve one, like just exactly like this, just a single iteration of this, not the whole thing.
Oh, good grief! You carved it.
No, I haven't
Wow.
yet, but that's what I'm going to do today.
Wow, I
Oh,
love that. That
So,
is awesome.
and I have a piece of carving stuff.
is that
So that's
fluff?
what I'm going to do today, but I'm going to practice it first in my black book.
This is FLUX. Is that what it's called?
Flutch
Oh,
by Heidi K.
I
Huh.
wonder, I wonder if I did that in this book at all.
I don't know. I don't have I don't have a date. It was in the Inktober Tangles last October.
Probably not. Like I said, I only got to June in the book, so I don't think I have anything that looks like that. Ooh. That might be one I have to start on June.
Becky saw a doodle in a heart while flipping through reels or shorts this morning. Huh.
Oh yeah.
Can you post it somewhere where I can find it, Becky? And I will, after we're off, I will go look. You know
Doodle
me, I like a doodle
numbers.
anywhere, and a heart for February is always appropriate.
Yeah. Well, I
Meg, I
saw
had a
your.
question.
I'm sorry, hon. What?
Well, you said you saw something.
I saw your picture that you posted in AJOS, which was lovely. Was that a
Which one?
moon?
Oh, the full moon.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish somebody would take up that challenge. I loved it when Shell did it some years back. Okay, so I have a little peg goodie that I got, and I saw when you made these.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes.
Okay,
it
so
is.
Peg, I had a question of you.
Yeah.
You included all kinds of treasures in with that, including some bookmarks, one of which I've lost because I was going to use it yesterday and then it got put somewhere else like it does. So what is this process? This is some kind of
Yes, that's eco dyed.
dye.
Yeah, those are
So
eco
what
dyed.
did you do to eco dye this? It's
You know,
all
the
wobbly
standard
and-
stuff that you do with eco dyeing. You wrap up your bundle and you drop it in a hot tank and cook it, and you know,
Okay.
a long drawn out
So
process.
you just wrap some normal tags into your bundle.
Yeah.
Because look at the
Yeah, I put
details
normal.
on here.
I put all kinds of stuff in my bundle,
Uh-huh.
and tags were one of the things. You know, lots of different types of paper, and yeah. So I ended up with. I think the things that I loved the most were on. I'm sorry, I got to get a drink. My voice is going for some reason. I think the ones that I loved the most were the ones that were done on the tag board. Because I did some on manila folders too, and I love that. And all the creases and things that you put into it before you drop it in the tank. Yeah. They really are lovely when they come out. And you know, you have no idea what you're going to get when you drop it in.
Right.
You just but we had several different bats. I think mine had I'm trying to remember. I tried to stay out of the rust, because rust continues to rust.
Well, that's why I've stayed away from rust. Yes.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but I've stayed away.
It is, but I can get a rust patina without using rust for eco dyeing.
Mm.
So we were doing all kinds of different things, and I can't tell you the whole process because I got books on it, and it talks about the stuff that you add to your mix, and it's a whole process.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I actually went down to St. Louis to Mary Beth Shaw's studio with friends, and we spent the day, 2 days actually, doing eco dyeing.
Ooh.
So
Now
it was a
that's
lot of fun, and I came home with a lot of good stuff that I could share.
Well, that's wonderful stuff for sure. Okay, thank you. And thank you for sending me the bundle. It was actually there on my porch last Monday when we streamed.
Oh, was it?
While we were streaming. It did. It came that morning.
I have to keep an eye out. They've been dropping stuff on my porch, and we've had wetness here. So I go out and pick stuff up, and it'll be soaking wet.
Okay. We are going to do this.
I haven't looked at this book in probably darn near a year. I forgot all the stuff that was in here.
Isn't that cool?
It is. I was like, oh, I made that?
That's fun. I like a theme book like that.
I seem to gravitate to a lot of stuff that have themes. I think that's my thing. And I store all my color stuff in Roy G. Biv. I very regimented about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was watching these people that were redoing their studios, and I didn't feel so bad.
Barb, did you see Becky said she'll try?
Yes, I did see that. Thank you, Becky. It will probably show up in some feed or another in my life. It just tends to do that. All right.
I'm good with that. That's one of the benefits of having friends that look at YouTube, because a lot of stuff shows up as suggestions.
Yes.
Well, I suggest who's ever doing weight loss videos, knock it off.
I suggest people who, quit looking for placements in old folks' homes. I'm not ever going to do that.
What? No.
Wonder who's doing that.
No. My old folks' home, I'm thinking, is going to be a minivan that I can just travel the world in. Really, I don't want to just settle down.
Really? I like that idea.
I don't.
All right, I'm going to have to practice this because I don't remember what to do.
Well, and honestly, I've been watching a lot of the chicks my age and older that are doing just that.
Yep, they show up on my YouTube.
Yeah, and they're having a great time. And, they meet up different places, and they, it's like, yeah, that sounds like fun.
Does sound like fun.
So good morning to everyone. Not sure who all is here. I think we have a few lurkers, but just want to say hello to you all.
When I'm on StreamYard, I can't tell how many people are in the house.
Yeah.
And my phone's turned off, so.
Well, all the noises, all the stuff on my phone's turned off. I've got it running just to show the chat, so that, because sometimes over here on StreamYard, the chat doesn't come up the same as it does on YouTube Live.
Oh, probably not. I mean, why would they make that easy?
Well, it's like when you're when you're doing it and you're going to Facebook. And because people have not been on StreamYard or signed in or whatever before, Facebook does not give you their name on the chat in StreamYard because they have to give StreamYard permission to do that from Facebook. So
Okay.
some of that
Okay.
stuff is different.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do is I have my phone so I can see what's going on with the
Well-
chat, but the phone is turned off so it doesn't ring and it doesn't
No, I
send me
literally turned
messages and all that.
I literally turned my phone off because last time we had feedback and I think it was from my phone, so I just turned it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured anybody wants to call me, we'll leave a message and I'll call them back later.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
in this age, it seems like everybody just thinks you're supposed to respond immediately. And, sometimes you're busy. Sometimes you got other stuff going on. Used to be people would leave a message and be kind and wait and call you back. And now it's like, why didn't you call me?
I was in the bathroom,
Yeah,
indisposed.
exactly.
Well, my cut where I use my miter saw is in the garage, so I sometimes do not take any electronics out there with me, so that I'm not distracted. I don't want to cut a digit off, so I don't always take my phone out there with me. And when I come back in the house, it's like, oh my word. Ding, 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 ding.
I wonder where my pokey tool is. That would be a lot easier if I had that out here, wouldn't it? I hope you guys will excuse me. I was not in the best of form yesterday, and so my Monday morning is just that, a Monday morning. The lag is here.
I think that's fine. I mean, we should call it Stumbling Mondays.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a good one. Stumbling Mondays.
See what
Yeah.
you got right there, Vicki? That little thing. Hold that out again.
This.
Those are cute little things to do with scraps of paper.
Oh, yes. I learned this from another YouTuber, and I love her
too.
channel, but I just have made so much stuff and stored it away. I'm just looking where I can fill in the gaps. I'm not sure what I put where, so I keep looking through this to make sure. And I'm looking at everything because I don't remember what I did with it. It's been so long since I've done it. I don't remember all this stuff.
Yeah, you can say who it is. Was that Corey or was that somebody else?
Yeah, it was Corey Dahman.
Yeah.
Oh, I put facts in here.
I have no problem sharing.
Beethoven loved coffee. Beethoven was such an ardent coffee lover that he'd count 60 beans per cup making his brew. Wow. Where did I find this? I must have been skimming stuff on the internet and found that interesting and put it in there. Okay, this envelope's empty. Oh. Some of this I laminated because I saw somebody laminate their stuff. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I laminated things. That book that Cindy sent to me was just...
It was packed.
Yes, it was crammed full of ephemera.
I'll have to try to find that and put a link over in someplace.
This was in the ephemera book. These little sayings, and I learned how to make the, what do you call it, the matchbook?
Matchbook thing.
Yeah,
I like the matchbook thing.
From Corey Dahman. So I cut out the little teeny sayings that I wasn't going to use somewhere else.
Aww.
Moved them onto every page in here so there would be something to look at besides brown paper. I just love these matchbook things. I am crazy about it.
A trivia dream. I love it.
Yes, it is.
A trivia dream.
And then I cut out all the little different coffees and put them in the other one down below. Man,
Aw.
I hate fussy cutting, but some stuff's just worth it. Now see, I got a blank page. What will I do? All right.
Oh, you'll figure something out.
Oh, I hope so. 'Cause, like, it's a waste of a good book if I don't. What's in here?
Boy, this one has a lot of fine weeding. I don't know if I like that.
I don't particularly care for that, but sometimes it's what it takes.
Well, I need to stop doing the weeding and do something productive because I can do that while I'm watching television.
I like this. Afternoon forecast, 99% chance of coffee. I'd say that's 100%. What can I say? I'm on my third cup today. Oh, I found something out by reading a label today that did not make me very happy.
Yeah.
What?
Hi,
Yeah.
Tim. Good morning.
I'm lactose intolerant, so I've been drinking Lactate or the store brand of coffee
Yeah, yeah,
quite a while so I don't get sick. Well, in order to make that creamy ice cream thing,
yeah.
I looked at the recipe and it called for whole milk, which I don't drink because I drink 2% or skim.
Yeah.
I looked on the carton today just for grins and giggles and thought, I wonder how many carbs there are in whole milk. I
A
was
lot.
I was not happy.
Yeah.
There's
That's why you
11
need the nut milk, honey.
No, I'm not. I already tried it. I don't like it. I saw on the carton it said there's 11 carbs for 1 cup of whole milk. There are 13 carbs in 2%. How is that possible? Why does the
'Cause they
2% have more?
Good
It's
question.
got more sugar content.
No, this is lactate milk. It doesn't have sugar content. It's not. They take that out so you don't get sick. So
I
I
thought that
don't
was a natural occurring sugar.
lactase.
Okay, you're beyond me.
Yes, it's lactase. That's the natural sugar in milk that causes people to be lactose intolerant that have that issue. So I don't understand why the healthier milk with less fat in it has more carbs than the whole fat milk.
Okay, so the stuff I sent you this morning is using that other milk. What's it called? Anyway, it's like in the bottle and it's pasteurized or something, and it's
Did you see what Mobang said? One plus thing about lactose intolerance: no laxatives are ever needed.
That's
Really true.
that's for sure.
Oh, that is too funny.
yes. But we may need a bigger bucket, Tim. We may need a bigger bucket.
Telling you what, it's a nuisance. But I've been this way my whole adult life. So, I know what I'm supposed to avoid.
Mobang is Tim. Who's Tim? Mobang.
Yeah,
Mobang
that's
for your
Tim.
reps.
That's Tim.
I haven't met Tim before. Hi, Tim.
he was here
I'm
last
Barbara.
time.
That's it. He was here last time?
Yeah,
Boy,
but
where was I last time?
so I may go back to whole milk.
Yeah.
Yep.
So okay, if you guys don't know
Well,
what we're
if you're
talking
counting
about,
exact calories.
both Vicky and I got hot after the creamy machine.
Oh my word.
The creamy machine.
Oh,
Yes,
honey, you
it's
don't
the
even know.
Ninja Creamy.
Oh my lord.
Well, because
That's where you went wrong.
you know that we both love ice cream, but can't have it, right?
Oh.
So I was looking at all of this stuff. Oh, that daylight is killing me. I was looking at all this stuff, and they were making ice cream from your protein shakes. It's like, oh, well, I do protein shakes all the time. So they happen to have refurbished machines, and I thought, well, I could save some money and eat ice cream. How wrong can this be, right?
Well, it's wrong because you shared it with me and then I bought the same stinking machine.
Yeah. So here we go. We're right down the hole. The rabbit
Oh.
hole is calling.
I hope it's going to be a
And
good
That's funny.
tasting adventure.
I have got to say that my first experience with protein ice cream was wonderful.
Oh, well, that's good.
Well, you miss certain
Great.
things, and you really don't want to do something bad for yourself, right?
Well, the nice thing is the ones that call for milk, I can use the lactate milk. So it, it's what I'm used to already. So that's
Right.
fine. It called for two of the ones that I made yesterday called for 1 tablespoon of cream cheese. Well, I can live with 1 tablespoon of cream cheese.
Right, because it's making a whole pint. I mean, you don't
Yeah.
even have to eat the whole pint. You can.
What?
Well,
I beg
okay, so I took my
What?
pint that I spun out, and I've got a little cookie scoop that's maybe, I don't know, maybe a third of a cup. And I scooped it out into little balls so that when I get the urge, I can just go grab one of those.
I'm just
It's
going
like
to
a
sit down
treat.
with a spoon. I don't.
But the thing is, the ingredients that are going in there, you're not putting sugar in there because I use monk fruit or erythritol or something like that. If it's calling for a sugar, I just substitute.
I did.
And then I put in a flavoring, which many times is coming from my protein. Like I've got strawberry and chocolate and vanilla protein powder. So I can do that. And then I can add fresh fruit, like my strawberry. I mashed up strawberries and put strawberries in there. You can put those. They have what's called additives that you put in later. So I've got mini dark chocolate chips that I could add to the chocolate. It's so it's not totally the best thin, but I mean, the mini dark
Yeah,
chocolate chips are like this big, and they're the ones from, who is it?
Nestle.
Lindy's? No, I don't get Nestle anything.
Oh, okay.
They're the dark chocolate that doesn't have sugar.
Oh, I see. See,
Okay.
I
All right.
did
So I
chocolate
can-
chips in mine, but I pureed the devil out of them because I didn't have any of the minis, and I thought I'm not going to the store for something else for this. I'm not doing it. So I put it in the mini food shop and just beat it to a pulp. Now it looks like chocolate dust. So we'll see how it goes. We can't do them till 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I did four different flavors at once because I picked stuff that all had common ingredients except for the pineapple. I had canned pineapple and I did just pour it in there and freeze it like it said.
Yeah.
If I could eat bananas, I would have mashed up those bananas like I saw in the video. Oh man, I would have sure done that.
Well, what's in the freezer right now is I took some of that no sugar, full fat Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
In blueberry, and you can fit actually 3 cartons in one of those pints. And so I just filled that up, and that's freezing right now. So I'm going to give that a try, see how that is.
I made lemon blueberry ice cream. I made chocolate chip. I did the pineapple. I don't know if you'll call it, I guess it's a sorbet or will be. And then there was a fourth one I did. What was it? I did 4. And I actually cleared out space just in the freezer just to put that in there.
Well, because you have to store it level.
Yeah. So I was very excited to do that. More than you know. Super excited about it.
Well, I had to wait for my other cartons to come in because the machine only comes with 2 cartons.
Oh, mine came about 2 days apart, which shocked me because I don't usually get stuff in that short of a period of time. It was early. It said like the machine wasn't supposed to be here till Thursday. And I thought, well, that's terrible. My husband has a colonoscopy on Thursday. This is like Monday. They told me to be there Thursday. It came on Tuesday. Then on Friday, the extra containers came. I didn't do anything with it. I just set it aside because I knew I had to go buy ingredients for it because there's some of that stuff I just don't keep in the house, like vanilla bean paste.
Oh,
Ah.
yum.
Oh, it was. I actually licked the measuring spoon when I got done with it to see how good it tasted. It was
Well, there's a discount store here, Ross for Less,
yeah.
and sometimes you can find things like vanilla bean paste in that store.
We got it from a grocery store here in town. I was shocked. I told him when he left, I said, now, if you can't find this, it's really not that big of a deal. I'll just not use it, or I'll use vanilla extract. He came home. He was so proud. He bought this little squeezy tube, probably about that big, that had vanilla bean paste in it. I almost fell on the floor.
Wow.
This little town never has stuff like that. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was excited, but I was shocked. All right, what do I put in this pocket? I really don't feel like fooling with this thing today, but I've got to do it because I want to get it done.
Less fat, more milk protein, Laura says.
Ah, but why does protein only has 4 grams per serving? Per 4 grams per whatever it is. Well, I can't remember what it is.
I suppose
don't Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Say it.
Well, it just makes me crazy that I was thinking I was doing the right thing till I had Hub get me the whole milk for this ice creamy thing. Because I thought, well, maybe it'll taste better than what I'm drinking 2%. Ugh, I think I'm going back to whole. Because I make my own lattes. And something you said too. I think you have better control over what you eat by making it with this machine than what you buy over the counter. So I think it's probably better for you.
Yeah.
So you can mix your ingredients, what you need. Like, I can't do regular milk, so doing the Lactaid stuff works fine. I can't have sugar, so I have to use sugar substitute. So I can make those adjustments, and hopefully it will still taste pretty good. It will not be Ben and Jerry's, but
Well, honestly, once your taste buds changed and you get off of the sugar, you don't crave that anymore.
I will never be in that state. I will never be in the state of no sugar. I have a wicked sweet tooth, and sometimes I succumb.
Well, but I mean, I do have things that are sweetened, but like I said, it's sweetened with stuff like monk fruit or stevia or erythritol, or I don't even know. Like, there's
sorbitol, mannitol.
Drinking. What's in this thing? Water, natural flavor, and vitamin C, B12. Yeah, not much.
I just drink regular tap water.
Well,
I don't drink anything that's extra stuff.
This has some vitamins in it. Zinc, one thing that everybody needs in the winter, right?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that. That's above my pay grade.
Well,
definitely above my pay grade.
I have been on a quest to be healthy all winter and not get anything. So,
good for you. Have you been successful?
Pretty good. Most of my things are just because I have systemic diseases, but I live with those every day. That's not the issue. The issue is I don't want to catch anything else. So, really? Hey, Red, how are you? Oh my gosh. Good to see you, my dear. So what I'm doing is, you remember I was making these postcards the other day for mail art? And because I'm using watercolor on here, you have to seal it, because like I said, my mail gets wet. I don't know about you guys, but something about the post office, they don't always get it in the box without getting it.
But but the thing is, when they know it's snowing and it's raining, they still leave it out there?
Oh yeah, right on the stoop with the water dripping off of the eaves.
Oh my gracious.
Yeah, I go out and pick it up, and there's this river running off of it.
Oh,
So,
no.
so what
Aw.
I'm using to seal this with, because it's got the watercolor on there, is I'm using some Judikins microglaze, and I took a sponge and I put the microglaze on there, and I let it sit and soak in a little bit, and then I come back with a soft cloth. Now these are just my husband's old t-shirts, and I just tear them up and I wash them out and, reuse them because, you can recycle all this stuff and you don't have to keep getting out new toweling. So, but, then I take it and I buff that wax on the surface so that it seals all that in, and
Oh,
it's safer for the mailing.
okay.
So,
We have sunshine today. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. It's been raining for a week now, and I'm so excited to see the sun. Wow.
Red, I don't have a scheduled live time because you know what my life is like. I'm running to the VA with my husband, or I'm doing whatever. And so, when I can do a collaboration like this with some of my art friends is when we do it. And we did it last Monday with the two
Yeah.
people that are here. I think I did it the weekend before that, and Cindy was here. I've got
Yeah.
somebody else coming up. Terry Marshall said she was going to get on with me, but Terry has family at home right now. We're all busy ladies. I get it. We're all busy ladies. And so I only come on when I can come on. And I used to do a regular scheduled Thursday live, but with my schedule and my husband's schedule, I can't do that anymore. So had to change things.
And I have no life, so I'm around when she's ready.
Vicky.
You have a life. You have to take the dogs out.
No, that's Kuhn's
I think
job. That's not my
right,
job.
well,
That's not my job. That is not my job description. I do laundry, dishes, and food. That's it. And I run the Roomba. Oh, I have to tell you what happened with the Roomba the other day. I get up at some stupid hour and I run the Roomba, and I'm thinking it's done. It says it has to go back to the base. It goes back to the base. And I'm like, okay, it'll save the program. It gives you a little tweet. It's done. About an hour later, I was in the kitchen doing something, and it turned on all by itself and vacuumed again.
What?
oh my
Yes,
God.
I never touched that stinker. So fast forward a
Is
couple
that
days.
scary?
Excuse me, no. Excuse me, I don't have it connected. I have to press the button to make it work on the app. So the other day, I was in here and I was like, I hear a noise. I swear that sounds like the Roomba. This is like, I don't know, 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, I swear I hear the Roomba. Sure enough, I go out in the kitchen and my husband's standing there looking at it. I said, did you turn it on? He goes, no, it just came on. I don't
You've got it
understand.
programmed somehow.
No, I
Somehow
have
you've
no
got it
schedule.
programmed.
No, there's no schedule. I don't do anything like that.
Oh,
I don't use Siri. I don't use Alexa. I don't use Google Home. None of those voice activated things. And
it knows
came
when
on.
you're dirty.
I don't know, but it is really aggravating that it just takes off by itself because the dogs are kind of sloppy drinkers and there's usually water under the food dish. So I have to take a paper towel
Oh,
and get it nice and dry before I can run the Roomba. So I don't like it
right.
taking off on it. It has a mind of its own. It is haunted. It is haunted. Yes.
Yeah.
Haunted Roomba.
I was like, what is going on here? So beware, you Roomba owners. They want to help you when you didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
Has yours done that?
No.
Oh, I don't understand. Well, I've had mine
Mine
nearly
is very well behaved.
I've had mine nearly 4 years, so mine's old. Well, mine has a mind of its own, evidently. I've had mine almost 4 years, and
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's doing this. I have uninstalled, reinstalled, uninstalled, reinstalled. I've done it a million times, and I'm like, okay, this thing just does what it wants. Why am I doing this? Just turn on and do your thing. Except for I don't like, I have to pick up the dog toys. It likes to chew up the rug at the front door, so I have to move the rug at the front door. There are little things around the house that it doesn't like, or it tries to eat, tries to climb up on the rug and vacuum it, but it doesn't quite make it, so it like spins the wheels there. One time I heard this funky noise. I had the TV on, and it was very like 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's running. And then the sound of it changed. I was like, why did the sound change? I got up and looked, and it had an envelope it was dragging around on the floor.
Oh.
I was like, oh, it must have found something under the table I didn't know was there, because it was dragging an envelope that had been opened and not shredded yet. It must have fallen off the table, and it was dragging it around with it everywhere it was going. I was like, oh my word.
Huh.
Yeah, the cats and the dogs steer clear of it. They hate that thing. So I don't have to worry about them getting caught up in there, but everything else does.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to make sure that
Okay.
cords and
Ooh,
things are
that's
out of the
pretty.
way.
It looks lovely, Barb.
That's pretty.
Oh, I love it, Barb.
Thank you.
How does water disappear out of a coffee maker?
What?
I don't. Well, she said that.
It goes into my cup.
No, she said she put water in it and it would disappear every time she made coffee. Oh. You never figured it out, huh? She got a new one. Oh, if I could afford to buy a new Roomba, I would, but those babies are not cheap. Because I don't understand why this one has decided its judgment is better than mine at 4 a.m. I don't understand this.
Red
Yeah,
said,
but
who's on with
listen,
you? Vicky Brown is in the middle, and Barbara Clark is right here with the flowers. So, Vicky, here's one of those little things that I made when I did a page.
Oh, look at that. Oh, see, I love that. So what did you do? Is that lace, or did you doodle the paper and then cut it out?
It's lace.
That? Oh, I thought you doodled it out of paper and then cut it out and glued it on the edge.
Well, it's glued on the edge. I didn't doodle it. It's lace.
It's still very cute.
Just glued on the edge of the jelly print.
Oh, I really like the way that looks. That's lovely, Barb.
I do too. I love that, the way that
it's
looks.
Nice
and
to
then
meet
I put
you.
Some inside.
You too. It says Red-Headed Riding Hood. Red. Okay. It's nice to meet you too. Huh, Barb?
Yeah, Red's.
This is my my black and white just because book.
I have one of those, but I did start putting colors on some of the stuff. I was going to make it strictly black and white, and I ended up not doing that.
Well, I've got a color on each page.
Do you? Well, I started out strictly black and white. Look at that.
I made a new page the other day. You know that what do you call it? Shinjoji. What do you call that? Where you
yes,
fix
where it's
it
broken and you do it in gold. Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I did it in blue.
I have a glass bowl. I had to do that way. It was my knitting bowl, and a cat got it, knocked it off, and broke it, and I was not a happy camper.
So here's my.
That's really nice, Barb. So the container is the tuck spot.
The doily is the tuck spot.
Oh, I see. I thought that was the tuck spot was the blue container, or the black and blue container.
No, there's a little bottle behind. It's broken too and fixed.
Oh, okay.
And the song has a line in it. What is broke can be mended. What is hurt can be healed. What is lost can be found, hidden, revealed.
Okay,
Sweet.
Peg,
Yes.
did you hear what that just said? What is lost can be found. So where are my boxes for my Artemat stuff?
Well, I keep telling you, they're with those graphite pencils I couldn't find.
I still have not found those stinking boxes, and I've torn this place apart. Still not happy about it. I don't know what happened to them.
Sing upon
See, that's what
joy.
happens when you watch all these organization videos, other people's studios, and you're like, oh, I could do that to mine. You do it, and then you can't find a blessed thing later.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I like this. This was good.
I think my boxes are a casualty of rearranging. It's beautiful, Barb.
I started this like in 22. Making this. This was launched by, well, Peg turned me on to
The black.
Susan Taylor Brown.
Oh, STB.
Yep.
Yes, because she interviewed Susan Taylor Brown. What, about 3 or 4 years ago now? Well,
it been
must have
that
been
long?
in 20. It has. It was either 21 or 22.
Huh.
Anyway, so she does everything in fabric, and I do everything in
Yep.
paper. And so I said, well, okay, let's see. I can do this. I can do something in fabric. So I decided to make a black and white book with combining fabric and paper.
I met Susan Taylor Brown when I was the moderator for Cage Fish video, when she went live in her
Yes.
Facebook group. That's when I met STB. I call her STB. That's when I met her, was then. So I've known her
She's great.
a long time. Yep. She went from paper to
Kintsugi,
fabric.
Laura says. Kintsugi. Buildings. You like my
Kintsugi.
buildings, Laura? It's a piece of paper I got at the paper place.
Somebody sent, Peg, was it you that sent me a cityscape with paper?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think you sent it to me, and I covet it. I don't want to use it because I can't replace it.
Yeah, well, I keep looking for places to send things because my walls are full. So it's like
Mine are filling up. I bought a little shadow box for my mini books for Etsy. I have nowhere to hang it up. I think I'm gonna have to take something down.
This right here is a fabric, printed fabric. I keep going in and out. I've got the circle of doom.
Uh-oh.
Do I have a terrible connection? I probably have a terrible connection. Anyway.
I think you're connecting just fine. I think you're connecting just fine, Barb.
Good.
I was trying to find. Oh,
I
here's
feel like I am spinning my wheels here. I'm just looking at empty pages going, oh, what to put.
Okay.
Some days are like I said, it's Monday.
Oh, my word. I got a lot done over the weekend.
Mondays.
I got a lot done over
with
the
us
weekend.
on Mondays.
I don't feel so bad.
What?
I'm not making a lot of progress today because I got a lot done this weekend. So I don't feel so bad about stumbling today. Spent some quality time with the miter on the garage.
I'm going to carve this as a stamp. Now I've practiced it 3 times. You think I could do it? Can I do it? Will she do it?
I need some.
She will attempt to do it. I mean, the thing about carving is you can always toss it out, right?
Well, flip it over to the other side and try again.
There you go. That's right. Okay.
I've done that a couple times where it started off really well and then went downhill and I go, oh, no. And I flipped it over and carved just fine on the other side. I don't know what happened. It was a false start, I guess. Like a first marriage.
I'm going to do a square. I don't think I want it more than 2 inches square either.
Do you follow Rowan, redheaded Rowan?
Redheaded Rowan, I don't think I know her.
Oh, that's another one I got to send you. She's a carver. She lives, I think, somewhere around Boston, Massachusetts. On Instagram yesterday, she did a snake. that she had to piece the pieces together to do the print because it was so big.
Wow.
And I'm not crazy about snake things, but it was awesome. I follow her and Three Dotted Penguins, and I think she's from Switzerland. Oh, Laura, yes, my first marriage was a false start for sure.
Laura.
I think everybody has a
It was
tester.
mine. It was sincere, but it didn't.
I'm still
work.
working on the tester. I'm still working on the tester.
On the tester.
Yeah, he's the tester. Anyway, so those are carvers that I followed that, and some of them have internet classes, like Julie Finfay does the Carve December
Yeah.
every year. Well, these
Yeah.
people have classes you can do over the internet too. And I seriously was considering at one point in time and taking one of their classes. And I thought, oh my word, I don't need more stuff. I don't know how to, I don't know how to store my stamps already as it is. I don't have any more room. So I'm going to have to purge some of my hand card
Right.
stuff because there's just not enough room.
Right.
A 10 by 11 bedroom is not enough room.
Sorry about
Scott
the
and I had a
migraines,
first, and I had the only. Oh, marriages. Scott had a first, and she had an only. That's all right. That's
Yeah, but
good.
he finished with the best. See, there you go.
He knew when he had figured it out.
Got it right the second time.
So do y'all make these little boxes out of your Christmas cards or whatever?
What little no. I've made them out of origami paper in the past, but I've never made them out of Christmas cards.
Great thing to do with Christmas cards.
Wait.
And the quote in there is so lovely. All creation awaits the full borning of hope. Oh my God.
That's very deep, Barb.
It sure does.
I haven't had enough coffee yet, and it's almost noon my time, so that's way too deep for me. So can you
Anyway, yeah, I made a bunch of these little boxes for all my little stamps and tools and things.
Can you
Okay.
show the lid
Here we-
again? Can you show the lid again?
Lid, yeah. Sure.
Can you show the top and not move it? I want to see that. There you go. That's a Christmas card. It looks like an ark.
Well, it's a mother and child,
Oh,
but she's underground. So she's giving birth to hope. There you go.
oh,
And then
that's
here's all the
gorgeous.
world awaiting her, eagerly awaiting her.
That's beautiful.
It is. It's a great thing to do with cards.
Well, it's
anyway.
more sturdy than origami paper, so maybe I will adopt this way of doing it. I like
especially
boxes.
with the bottoms. Yeah, they're pretty straight. Yeah. I put a bunch of my little hand carves in these when I first started, and then they got too small, so I had to get bigger ones. But words. Now that's a pretty one.
Yes, it
That's
is.
a kitty. Isn't that pretty stuff? Words. I have words. I have houses and roofs.
Yeah, grandchildren makes it all worthwhile, right?
Yes, it does. I really
I
like
was
those
married
boxes.
for 30 years to a covert narcissist, but I have 5 lovely children and 2 grandchildren, so it was meant to be for a time. And then you got rid of him. Good. Flowers and leaves. Anyway, I love little boxes.
So you make the boxes out of cards that you get in the mail.
Yep.
What a nice way to hang on to a card and then make something from it. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah. Our Book Arts Guild made a little kit once upon a time
Oh, I like kits.
to, I know. Let's see if I can find my kit somewhere. Somewhere. Someplace. Is it? That's not it. This one I did. Let's see. I had these little boxes all over the damn place. Mostly unmarked, of course, because
Of course.
why would you mark them?
Well, I make sense. Unmarked's fine.
Why would you mark them? Here it is. This was the little kit sent out by our Book Arts Guild. It was the postcard invitation to their show. We had a book arts show. And here's see, this was the invitation to the show, what was happening, Book Arts Guild.
That's
And then
cool.
here was the little book that came with how to making boxes from greeting cards and photographs.
Oh, that is outstanding. Oh, I do love little books.
Cut the
Oh my
greeting
gosh.
card in half along the fold. Don't cut photos. Oh, just take the front edge off the greeting card.
Uh-huh.
Find the center. Anyway, I
That's
don't think
neat.
you want
Now,
to do
see,
that right.
I cheated in the book group that I belong to. They were making Matchbox books,
Uh-huh.
and they made books to make them look like, the old matchstick thing. And I got online and I found a die cut for it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to buy this. So I bought the
Well,
die
there you
cut.
go.
Yeah, I cheated. I found a
Well,
shortcut.
they had these little kits that you could buy at the book, at the book at the show that we put on.
Yeah,
And
that's a very cute kit.
how
What happened to Barb? She's froze up.
I love it.
I just think that's a crazy cute idea.
Uh-oh.
You all right?
Let's see if I come back. Did I come back?
Yep. Yeah.
It's not gone yet, but it did freeze. I saw the whirly sign.
Wow. Red, you're doing exactly what Peg wants to do. So
Left
after
Georgia
you
paid off all
traveled,
my credit card, paid cash for a 31-foot Class CRV and traveled around for a year.
only a year.
Did you go visit Peg? Kathy D. Hello, Kathy D.
So Peg, how do you know Red?
That would be YouTube, just like how I know you guys.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, so she only traveled for a year?
Well, she goes places. I mean, she
okay.
went a lot of places last year. She went to Europe last year.
Man, I bet that was a gripe driving that thing over the ocean.
No.
I bet that was some tough driving.
Right on.
You'll have to go follow Red. You'll have to go follow Red and find out what happened, because
Oh, I have a
I'm
niece
not going
who
to tell
lives,
her story. She can tell you.
I have a
How
niece
do
who
you
lives in
like Denver, Red? Do you like Denver? I like Colorado. I was thinking if I had to move out of California, Colorado would be a worthy choice.
My son was in Colorado Springs for 3 years. They were stationed there. He's in the Army. And then I have a niece who lives in Denver, Colorado. I had a RAV4 Toyota Hybrid. Oh, I have a RAV4, but mine's from 2002. I have a very old version. I do love my car though. I inherited it from my mom. It may not be pretty, but it gets me from point A to point B.
Oops, don't do that. Tiny, tiny.
So yeah, actually, most of my friends are internet friends that I have come across from one channel or another. Like Shell and I, we were doing that collaboration. That was just an internet friend. I mean, she lives in Tucson for crying out loud. She's not here in the Midwest.
Yeah.
So, I am not exclusive. I don't have to have friends just local. I have friends all over the world, and I love it. Absolutely love it.
That's fun. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna carve this little puppy. Carving.
I feel like all I'm doing is flipping pages looking for things that aren't there. Okay. Oh, I want to put this somewhere. It's got a belly band on it, so it has to be a pocket. And this does not, I don't like
Okay.
this. That's deep. Oh, I put a coffee cup in here somewhere. That was shallow.
I was cleaning out squirt bottles, because they all get plugged.
Oh,
This was a clean out bottle, but I think there's still a little bit of color left in here.
Oh, Red, you were in maybe my city. I'm in Eureka, California. I love Northern California. Except when there's an earthquake.
Yeah.
And I don't love it.
we used to live in Sunnyvale. I'm not a California person. It was kind of culture shock coming from the South to go to California. But I have to say one thing, you cannot beat the weather there with a stick. It was so beautiful there. The weather was so nice. I guess that's where I'm going to put that because I can't find anywhere else to put it. We lived there in the 80s. You have friends who live in
California?
Yeah. You have friends
Okay.
who live in Texas? Oh, where? You have to drop city names.
Well, okay, so one of the people that she was talking about going and visiting is Diana, because she was going to do something on her channel. Well, Diana is one of those people from the past, a blast from the past, that remember when we were doing all those different collaborations with different channels? I think Diana and I actually did a collaboration together.
Diana who? I don't know who Diana is.
What is her channel name?
Diane Fago?
No. Yeah, too many Dianas, right?
Yeah, that's why I was like, who is this? I don't know.
Let me scroll back.
Klamath is gorgeous red while she's oohing and eyeing. Klamath is beautiful. Near the border of Oregon, near Bend. I have a YouTube friend in Bend. How fun.
I've been through Bend on a train. That's as close as I got. Serenity Studio Art.
Yes, Serenity Studio.
I never heard of
Oh,
her.
okay.
Well, back when we were doing those collaborations with Creative Arts Collaborations.
I never did anything like that, so I
Oh, you didn't do that? Okay.
No.
Okay, back when I was doing those collaborations, Diana, I think, was part of that. And so she and I actually have been in a collaboration on YouTube together. So that's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
That I met one of her very good friends because she's, I think she's up in Philly or someplace on the East Coast.
Oh.
So these guys have been friends forever. And now, she's moved across the country and has relocated, and it doesn't matter where you live. You can still be friends and still collaborate and still do things together. So,
well, I met you via Shannon. So,
yeah.
Shannon and Cindy.
That's right. That's where I met all of you all too.
Yeah.
Shannon Green. Journaling by fives. Oh my God.
You know, I never did do that.
No, I did
You
it.
did
I
it?
started. Okay, I didn't do it. I started it once, and I said, "This is nuts."
Ah!
Bye, Red.
Oh,
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
bye, Red. Nice to talk to you.
Wow, she mentioned a lot of places I've either been to or know somebody else who lives there. Ugh. Let's see. I'm not making very much progress for all of this. I'm trying, got all this junk on the desk, and I'm like, don't like this, don't like that. Ugh.
This is going to be hard to carve, Miss Vicky.
Yeah.
Why did I say I would?
You love a challenge.
A lifeguard?
It's
Man, what a job.
lifeguard at the pool where I swim. Oh my God, how fun. Diana has been streaming live with Miriam, Art Curious by MNW or something. She's from Israel. And
Actually,
Serenity Art has
out.
been, they've been putting on some really crazy looking YouTube videos. Diana was in the Streamathon on New Year's Eve.
Oh, was she? Okay.
Isn't she the one who used to be called something Legally Blind or Drawing While
Yeah, I think
Blind or
so.
something
I
like
think so. Yeah.
that? Yeah, that's the same. I know her.
I
Okay,
figured
this
you
is what I'm
did.
going to try to carve. Ugh.
so, okay, so what are you going to make the stamp? What part do you want color on?
I think I want color on. I think I want the little dot to be solid. Maybe I want these to be solid with the little thing in here just cut in. I have to decide that. Laura says I'm brave.
Yes, you are, because
Brave.
I would not carve that.
It's
Oh, I
going to
have
be
no
hard
idea.
to carve this out. I'm going to have to just carve outside the edge of this and let those be solid, I think.
So you're going to carve the inside of
Then
that little triangle thing?
I'm going to just carve little grooves across it.
And the lines around it are going to be solid?
This fat line is going to be
Yeah.
solid. And then I'll
So that
carve away the edge.
you're going to get rid of all the pink?
Yeah.
Oh,
Except
my.
in the middle.
Yep.
I'm
I'm
going to
with
have
Laura.
to
You're
delineate
brave.
something here. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm brave. Well, it's just a piece of stuff I can throw out if I don't like it or turn it over and do the back. Okay, we're going to do it.
oh, good
I know
grief.
what I'm going to do. I'm going to be
Oh, you
unafraid.
are so much braver than I am.
No, go on. You've done
Yeah, you
the
are. I don't know if I would do that or not. I don't know. It's a lovely pattern though. I mean, that's not the issue. It's
pretty,
the
isn't it?
trying to decide what's color and what's going to be blank. You know, what I need to dig out and what I need to leave solid to get color. Are you going to use it for a stamp or on a jelly plate or what?
Yeah, damn.
Both.
Yeah, both probably. I don't know. Maybe not jelly plate. It might be too intricate for that.
No, I think it's good. I think it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Okay. So I'm just going to go for it, baby. Go for it.
Why
Go
not?
for it. Nothing ventured.
There's always the B side. Bye, Laura.
Right.
Have a great
Bye,
day.
Laura. Go off to yoga. Get yourself healthy. Have a good trip, Laura.
Ooh, I'm excited for her.
No
Oh.
kidding.
That was easy to punch out. Yay, something easy.
Okay, now here is where.
Peg is painting, you're carving, and I'm just standing here spinning my wheels.
Well, spin away, baby. Where else are you going?
Need to make good production time of this. I'm just not. It's just not happening today. You know, the best thing about this project is I can put it in a basket and not look at it again for another year.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of those baskets.
Yeah, everybody understands that concept, don't they?
Yep.
That's terrible, but it's true. Okay, what else can I slide in here for something to add in here?
All right.
Oh, there's this. What are these? Oh, these are cute. Oh, we need a Starbucks word on here somewhere. Don't I have a Starbucks
I
cup?
need to go.
I have a Starbucks cup
little
someplace.
tiny around
Where is
all
it?
of this.
I have a Starbucks stamp somewhere. Cup. Where's the cup?
Tiny, tiny, tiny.
Well, this has to dry down. Although I'm thinking,
Tiny, tiny.
do I want,
It's right there.
Am I
Ta-da!
in?
maybe I do want that to drip.
Ha! That's not really a Starbucks cup, but it's close as I'm going to get.
Don't dig under.
Okie doke.
Okay.
Dry, baby, dry.
I think I did it. Wow. Okay, I'm going to try to come in a little tighter on this.
Oh, I thought this was
On my.
I found this one the other day.
What is that, an unfinished one?
I'm not even sure. I think this is a small journal that I made just to go in here because it looks like better paper. Yeah, this is watercolor paper in here.
Oh, where's brown?
And then this is something I started. I don't know. That was from my childhood. That's circa 1950.
Oh, wow. Look at
Yep.
that.
That was downtown. So
There's a problem with the line on the top petal.
I tell you, see, this is the kind of stuff I do. I start doing something like this, and then I've got recipes.
It's a catch-all.
It's cauliflower, you know, it's like, yeah, it is a catch-all. I think this is something I was just carrying around with me to put thoughts into. But I think this is one of those that had a binder here, and I think this is one of those that I modified
Oh, I see.
so that I can slip another journal in under here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like what Barb does with her travelers. She pulls it all apart and divides it into 3 sections.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have adopted this idea now.
It's great because I scan everything and it's the only way I can have the whole thing. I mean, this whole book can be flat.
Yeah.
Whatever page I open it to, I can fold everything else back on itself so it can be flat. And I like that. That's
Flat works a whole lot better for me, that's for sure.
yeah.
So this was the one I started. This was that junk journal I started that Cindy had sent. So I need to get some more pages with gesso on those. Or at least some paper down. Maybe I'll just glue something there.
Here I am making a coffee book. My coffee's getting cold, and I'm so afraid I'm going to push it off the edge of the thing and have it spill. Ooh.
Speaking of coffee, how's our time? I might need to go get some more coffee, but I can wait. We're going to be off in 15
We got,
minutes.
yeah, we got 15.
Well, I'm so glad to be here. So I accomplished absolutely nothing.
Well, I can
Well, it
accomplish
doesn't
nothing all by
matter.
myself. I'm glad you guys were here to help me accomplish nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I feel. Maybe
And
after
I here, look at me, had no plans. I've accomplished a lot.
Yes, you have.
there's always one
Julie Parker
overachiever in
is
the
in
group.
the house. Hi, Julie. Good morning, honey.
Hi, Julie.
Yes, Barbara Clark. My
Barb, you have
dulcet.
you have to be the overachiever in the group today.
I'm the
There has to be
overachiever
one of us.
today.
You know, that's the good thing about it takes the pressure off.
Yes, I don't have to be
There you
wonderful
go.
because Barb did it for us.
Stumbling Mondays. Come on, let's play.
Yeah.
Okay, Vicky.
Well, I
am I
was
going
going
to
to doodle, and then I thought maybe I should finish something, but I can see that was not a good. That was a flawed ideal.
Becky
Finishing is
says we made new
overrated.
friends. Yes, we do make new friends, don't we, Becky? I mean, that's how I met you. That's how I met all these people that are here chatting with us today. It's wonderful to
I'm
have a
trying-
community.
I'm trying to think how I met Becky or I found Becky on YouTube. Was I in a group she was in or something? I don't even remember.
I think at Barb Owen is where I met Becky.
See, I don't watch Barb Owen, so I don't know. Might have been
You
through
know, it's probably one of those YouTube suggestions that came from your friends.
Probably right. And then she does all those stitching things.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I like to meet some people that'll give away free yarn.
Really?
Absolutely. Like you,
Wouldn't that be nice?
yarn is like art
Oh,
supply.
Gina, yes. Yes, Gina was an instigator.
Oh, it could have been Gina. I don't know.
I think it
probably-
could. It was
probably
Gina
was.
that I did a slow stitching thing and hurt my hand.
Uh-oh.
Gina to thank for that. It's not Gina's fault.
If there's a category, see, I think there ought to be a category for slow knitters instead of slow stitching.
Slow
We
knitters.
should start slow knitting because that's what I do. It's very slow. Well, I only do it in the winter months, and I only usually do it while I'm watching TV. And then there's always a dog sitting in my lap, so that makes it a little more difficult.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yes. Cooper thinks that he has to sit in the recliner with me when I put the footrest up. That's like the call to jump. So he's sitting with me on the recliner while I'm trying to knit, and it makes it really difficult. So I give up and wait till he falls asleep somewhere else, and then I go back to knitting again.
Hi,
Oh,
Sherry. I don't think I saw you this morning. Good
Free
morning.
yarn.
Hi, Sherry. I don't think she's said anything yet. Good
Well,
morning.
free yarn is as good an idea as free art supplies. I would sign up for both. Oh, wait, I have Peg. I don't need to sign up.
Oh, stop.
Oh, stop. Peg is my fairy craft mother. I've been calling her that for 8 years now. Peg is my fairy craft mother.
Well, you didn't have all the stuff that I had.
No, I did not because I only started in 2011, 2013 doing stuff. I already knew how to do a lot of things. I just didn't collect a bunch of supplies.
Yeah.
And I certainly didn't have a dedicated room either because I had little kids. So I only started when my son finally got all his junk out of the spare bedroom.
Well, see, I'm older than you, so I got a head start on you.
I wasn't going to bring that up. I was trying to be diplomatic.
Sure.
It hurts when I do that, just so you know. It's painful. All right.
I need to
Whoops.
glue that baby down.
I've got an oopsie.
Kind
Well,
of.
don't say anything because none of the rest of us noticed.
Oh, you'll notice it on the print.
I don't like the way this looks after doing all of that. Oh,
Sorry,
No,
if you
I'm
can hear stuff
so-
in the background. My husband's cooking, I think.
uh-oh. When I went in the kitchen, my husband was hovering around the freezer. I know he's dying to use that stuff, but it hasn't been 24 hours yet. You think you really have to wait 24 hours, Peg?
Unhand that. I think she's gone to see. Okay.
Check on the hub.
Make it a feature, Julie. Well, I've got funny little dots in there. They're not round. They're supposed to be round. But anyway, I'm going to ink it before I hate it, right?
Did you do all
Plenty
of
of
Carb?
time for
Sorry, did you do
Huh?
Carb December this year? Did you do
I did
Carb-
not.
Okay,
I did a handful.
that's good
I did a
enough.
handful of stamps. Yeah.
Good enough.
And then I intended to do this one, but I was not brave yet. Now I'm brave.
Coffee will make you do silly things. See, it looks better. Oh, no, it does not look good on camera. What am I thinking? Oh, yeah, no.
Things always look good on camera. I like doing stuff on camera because then you can kind of see where you're really putting stuff.
I know, and that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at the camera thinking, well, it looks better on camera than it does in person. So, or vice versa. You know you're a YouTuber when you turn the camera on, you stick something underneath it to look to see how it looks. Does this look good? Okay, that's all antique stuff. I don't want to ruin that with other stuff. Okay. Excuse me. Somebody sent me a lovely coffee napkin, and I see that it's shiny. I think I added medium to this to make it stiffer because I'm trying to figure out why
Oh.
it's stiff and why it's shiny. I think that's what I did to the napkin. Yep, I must just, this is very thick. And I think I put medium on it of some sort to stiffen it up even more. And that it made it shiny.
Send it to Julie if we hate it.
Oh, that's cute. Hey, I have a box of stuff.
I think we all have a box of stuff.
She's in Australia. Be careful.
Oh, Lord, no. I can't afford to mail to Australia. And that's,
That's true.
I feel bad for international people because they can't afford to send here and we can't afford to send to them, and they don't always have the same stuff we do. I hate that postage is like a mortgage payment.
I know. It's expensive.
It's awful because I've seen them say, well, we don't have this and we don't have that. And we always talk about our supplies.
Well, and you remember I was telling you about trying to send stuff to Canada and I was getting it
Yes.
back 2 and 3
Yes.
times
Yes.
because they wouldn't deliver it because they didn't like the postal stuff I was putting on there.
Yep.
I was watching a YouTuber yesterday, and guess what? They had just sent his package back
You're kidding.
Oh
Canada.
gosh.
because it didn't have what they wanted for a PO,
Oh, no.
So he had to contact somebody else and get their address and use somebody else's address to do the delivery because
You gotta be kidding.
Canada Post was being poopy.
So does that mean he had to pay twice?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good grief, no.
I paid sometimes 3 and 4 times trying to get something to somebody.
Does anybody
Oh,
remember when
gosh, pay.
people used to do those swaps that what'd they call them? pocket swaps, pocket
Round
page swaps.
robins?
No, pocket page
Oh,
swaps.
pocket-
Oh yeah.
So
no.
I mailed one to England, and it cost less than what it cost me to mail one to Canada.
Oh,
That's
gosh.
crazy.
I thought that was so funny because one's way further away than the other. Why would it cost more?
Yeah,
That looks good, Barb.
It does, doesn't it?
it really does.
I've
Yeah.
got two little things in the very middle, and then the cross hatches here.
Well, we'll just pretend we don't see them.
Oh, they're
during
going.
during COVID
Diabolical.
pandemic, it was diabolical. Yes, it was, because people were dying for supplies and stuff, and you couldn't go into a store to buy anything.
Right.
So it made it difficult to get what you needed, and then you had to pay out the wazoo for the postage. Even now, I'm going to talk about Laura because she isn't here. So okay, so this is the perfect example. Laura, I made a journal in a journal making class, and Laura, I showed the 3 that I made. Laura liked one of the 3 and asked me if she could buy it from me. I said yes. I gave her a price, and then I had to go to the post office to get the form, the customs form.
Yeah.
It cost more to mail it than what I asked her to pay for the journal.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so I said, okay, you can decide whether you want it or not, because you're going to pay for more in postage than what I would. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
well, if it's a one-time thing, but if you're like with something like that where you might want to do that more often, you can't do that very often.
No. Well, she bought one of my other journals years ago. I think was it a custom one I made for her? I made a custom journal for her and mailed it to her, and it wasn't as expensive as it is now. But
Oh,
I was
no.
like, how can my little journal cost this amount of money, and then it cost way more than that to mail it to her? I was just appalled at really it. So I don't sell outside of Conus because of that. And I only did it for Laura because Laura's a friend.
Right.
I don't have the nerve to tell people it's $55 to mail a $30 item. I just don't have the nerve to do that.
Well, really?
It's ridiculous. That's not what the prices were, but I'm exaggerating. But it felt like that. Maybe I could have flown to Canada and just handed it to her.
There you go.
Really?
That might have been fun.
I think so. I've been to Canada before. I thought it was very fun. Customs was a little weird, but it was fun going. I went for a conference, and we went out to the country. And one of the things they asked us, this is during Mad Cow. One of the things they asked us, have you been on a farm? And I lied through my teeth. No, I was not. I was on a duck farm, not a cow farm. I shouldn't have lied, but I did. But they
Well,
looked at me.
Really?
One of the odd jobs I had in my past was with the avian flu and all of the mad cow and all that kind of stuff. We were training firemen to go out and train locals to deal with the illness, to keep it contained.
Yeah.
And so my job was to pack up all this paraphernalia. It looks like something out of sci-fi because they've got the body suit, and the masks and the boots and so I would pack that stuff up and send it, to Albuquerque or something because they were training down there today. So, when I hear things about avian flu or mad cow or stuff like that, it brings back those memories.
Yeah, well, it was a bunch of chefs at a chef's conference, and they took us out to a duck farm. And we ate at the duck farm. Now, I didn't wander around to look at a bunch of ducks and that. I mean, actually I did. We went out to the barn. We went out to the barn and looked at the ducks and came right back in. We were not near any cattle. It wasn't, a mad cow situation, but they did ask me that I'd been on a farm, and I'm thinking, this is mad cow. I went on a
Well, but they start, it's just like when you're in the jury box. They start easy and then they narrow it down.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, am I going to be strip searched here in the airport because I went to a duck farm? What's happening here?
Uh,
So, you
funny.
know, I hadn't ever been. Well, I don't think I'd ever been to Canada before this, but I thought it was lovely. We were in outside of Ottawa. It was
Oh, yeah.
wonderful. Oh yes, we loved it. But it was a strange experience. Everybody was very nice, except if you didn't speak French in certain places, you were kind of like, oh, I don't know what to say. I can't order anything because I don't speak French. And some of them were not willing to speak English. So
Yeah.
you're just kind of off, you know,
Yeah.
you don't know what to say or do after that.
Right.
So we had to look for places that were bilingual or strictly English.
Yep.
Yeah. And I got to ride on one of those ducks. What do they call river ducks?
Yeah. They've
That
got
was
those in Wisconsin.
Oh, that was fun.
They take you out and go through the brush.
Well, there was a river that ran through Ottawa that on the back side of the river were all of the embassies for all around the world. All their embassies looked like houses that were mansions, and they were all backed up to the water. And it was really neat to see. The girl pointed out, well, this is the American embassy, this is the Chinese embassy. I mean, she pointed out all the different embassies. I thought that was kind of cute.
Hi, Andrea. We are just wrapping up. It's
Andrea,
that time of day. So
good morning, my
I'm glad
dear.
I got to say good morning to you.
Oh, wait, I've got to print this out before we wrap up because people
Yeah.
will not be able to stand
Yeah,
it.
I've been waiting.
Hold on.
I've been
I won't
waiting.
believe you did it
You've
until
been
I see
waiting.
it
I'm
stamped.
sorry.
You
I
have
don't
to have
want to
proof.
hurry.
You got to have proof.
I need proof. Proof.
Yeah, you have to have proof. Whoops.
Give me some ink.
Well, I think I blew
Oh,
down
I'm
three
gonna
whole
have a
things.
craft-a-lanch here.
I think I blew down 3 whole things in an hour and a half. Wow, I'm burning it up.
Well, that's the thing about
Craft-a-lanch.
live. You can't exactly fast forward and get to the meat of the video. Well, you can afterwards, but I mean, you know.
And Vicky, it looks pretty good on this one. Here, look at
Let me
that.
see. Oh, Barb, that's outstanding.
It is not bad.
No, it is not bad at all, dear. You did a great job.
I know. I think I'm gonna rest on my laurels.
Done for the rest of the day, folks. And there we have it.
Let's see if I get it. I didn't put my little fun foam under here, so let's just see. There we go. Gasp.
Round of applause.
Really nice.
Round of applause for
Round of
Barbara.
applause, darling. You did a good job.
It was fun. I did it. I can't believe I did it. Well,
You
I'm
did.
glad that you all came in. I'm going to run over to Janet M. Young, who started a half hour ago. So I'll probably see some
Yeah.
of you in chat over yonder. And
Go
thank
check
you
it
so
out,
much for
guys.
coming.
Oh, Barb,
We're
that's
so
such
good.
a
Thank you,
So
Peg,
glad
for
to see everybody.
hosting us. It was fun to just visit.
Yeah, it was kind of a relaxed day. So we'll see you again soon.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.